So before we look at the rest of your tarot cards, let's go ahead and look at this Ace of Flutes card or this Ace of Cups. So I'm going to set the rest of your cards to the side, and we will just start with this as sort of the crowning energy for your reading. This card would be the Ace of Cups in a traditional tarot deck, and in that, in a traditional deck, we would kind of see like a cup with water overflowing over the rims. And that water is really representative of our emotions and the love that we feel. And it's actually, it's spilling over the rim of the cup to show kind of this outpouring of love. So for a lot of you, this is a romantic connection that you're asking about, and that's coming through right from the beginning. This is kind of confirmation for you that this is in fact a romantic connection, or this person has romantic feelings for you. Yeah, right away we're getting kind of the energy of this person's intuition telling them that there should be some kind of new beginning with you, that they're desiring some kind of new beginning, a fresh start or a fresh restart with you. I think for some of you, this person might want to start things over with you. If that applies to your situation, that could be the case. And for some of you, I feel like this person just kind of wants to build some sort of connection with you for the first time, and it's like their intuition is telling them that this is the right way to go, that would be a worthwhile type of connection to pursue with you. Because the Ace of Cups is a card that really shows that outpouring of love or that outpouring of emotion, I feel like this person's intuition is telling them to take some sort of step towards you, because we're talking about newness, new beginnings, and a lot of potential whenever we're looking at an ace. So it's like this person's intuition is almost nagging them to push things forward with you, to maybe start to solidify something. It could be that one of the steps that they want to take is really about expressing something to you. And this does, again, look like an emotional thing that they would be wanting to express, because we are starting the reading with this Ace of Cups. It's almost like this person's intuition is telling them to open up a little bit more, to be more expressive, to let more of their feelings be known. So if this isn't a romantic connection, this can just have to do with feelings and emotions. I feel like whether this is romantic or not, this person has some sort of emotional tie to you or some sort of emotional feelings toward you. And there's almost this kind of like intuitive hit or this intuitive nudge for them to let these emotions kind of come out into the open, to express some of what they're feeling with you, whatever those feelings might be, romantic or otherwise. Because this Ace of Cups card in this deck, or the Ace of Flutes, is a little bit different, it's actually showing a first kiss, and the card actually says first kiss. So this could be some sort of intuitive knowing that this person has about a kiss that they shared with you. They might have known that you were going to kiss them, or that you wanted to kiss them the last time you saw this person, something like that. And for some of you, this even could be that this person was your first kiss, like this person gave you your first kiss, or vice versa, or the two of you were kind of like experiencing that moment for the first time with each other. And there could have kind of been like this feeling coming from this person that they always knew that it would be you that they would share this first kiss with, or they knew that night that the two of you were really connecting, or you were talking, or I feel like for some of you this is about talking all night or something like that. Like as soon as the two of you talked all night, or the two of you connected in that deeper way, they had an intuitive knowing that there was something more here. They wanted to explore something more with you. Overall though, I'm getting kind of the energy again of the Ace of Cups, that this person wants to express something towards you. It could be a physical expression like a kiss, but something is just telling them to move forward, to start something new, to solidify this in some way, to open up and like share more of the emotions that are inside of them. So that's kind of the energy that we are starting with. We have your other tarot cards here, so I want to get into that, and I will just leave this here so that we can kind of reference that energy, because I do feel like it will play into the rest of your reading. So let's see what we have. Okay, we have the 10 of Rings, which would be the 10 of Pentacles, and this card actually says hometowns, and that came out in reverse for you. We have the Paradise card, which is card 19, so that would be the Sun card in traditional tarot. We have the Knight of Flutes, the Hopeless Romantic, so this is the Knight of Cups, more of that Cups energy. And you guys, even on your even on the Sun card in this deck, we have a drink, so we have kind of like that Cups energy even here with the Major Arcana card, so that's really interesting. Like I was saying before, there's a lot of emotion here. It feels very emotional. We have card 1, the Producer, so this would be the Magician in traditional tarot. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, this person's intuition is really telling them that you are going to be extremely significant in their life. I feel like they already kind of know that there's something special here, or that something about your connection has changed them forever, which is really interesting, kind of depending on what type of relationship this is or how long you've known this person. If this is a romantic connection, which it really does look like for most of you, this person's intuition is telling them that you might be the one. I feel like this is why they're feeling such an urge to kind of like make their feelings be known, because intuitively they're feeling like this might be it for them. And that's really funny now that I'm looking at this, because we even had card 1 of the Major Arcana come out, the Magician card, or the Producer in this deck. And I just feel like that's kind of interesting, because I feel like the Magician here is representing you, and this is kind of how this person is seeing you, or what they're intuitively able to pick up on about you. I feel like the energy of the Producer is so much, it's very similar, it's the same as the Magician. It's really a person who kind of has a say in how things go or how things turn out, and the Magician is really someone who has all of the tools that they need. They have everything at their disposal that they would need. In this case, I feel like this person's intuition is letting them know that you have it all. It's like almost like whatever kind of checklist they've had in their mind of the perfect person, the ideal partner, even if this isn't a romantic connection, this could be a friendship or a business partnership. Again, it feels a lot like a romantic connection, but we do have the 10 of Pentacles here, so this could have something to do with finances or family in some way. But it's like, I just feel like whatever kind of checklist they have, they're realizing that you kind of like, you check all those boxes, you meet all of those requirements. So that perfect person that they made up in their mind to fit into whatever type of scenario, you are that person. That's what their intuition is telling them. Yeah, I feel like it's everything down to, I'm kind of hearing like down to the way that you look, the way that you talk, the way that your voice sounds, like even the smallest details. It's like their intuition is telling them this is it. This is what you've been looking for. And I feel like for some of you too, it's like this is an intuitive thing. It's like they might not even have enough information to know this for sure, but it's like their intuition is telling them that you will be this person, that you will turn out to be this person. They're kind of feeling like you would fulfill their every need or possible desire. They're just seeing you as the whole package. I'm kind of reading this from the end for some reason. So I was initially drawn here, and I feel like this is because this is where this person's focus is and where their intuitive focus is. It's right on you is where they're putting their attention, and then we're kind of telling the story from the end to the beginning, which is interesting. But so let's just keep working our way back. Now we have this energy of the Knight of Flutes, which would be the Knight of Cups. This card actually does say the hopeless romantic. Knights are always representative of movement. They represent action, taking action on something that has been kind of like inspired in them. So this again is kind of repeating that energy of the Ace of Cups that we saw at the beginning of the reading, the card that you were drawn to. This is the feeling of wanting to reach out, wanting to move closer. And it kind of feels to me like the intuitive hit that they're getting about this movement towards you is really that they might miss an opportunity with you, and if they were to miss this opportunity, they wouldn't be able to take this action. So I feel like they don't want to miss a chance, is kind of the feeling I'm getting. And that's why I think this person's intuition is talking to them so much about how you meet all of the requirements or how you are the perfect fit, because they don't want to miss out on this opportunity. If I keep working my way back, I see exactly why this person doesn't want to miss out on their chance with you. You're kind of showing up as this person's muse in a way. Not to sound dramatic, but that's just how this is coming through. We're dealing with like the sun card, like the sun energy here, and this energy on this card, it says paradise. And like I was saying, for me, this card holds a lot more emotion than a traditional depiction of the sun card would, because we have this glass here, so we have this vessel filled with liquid, the same way we would see in the traditional Ace of Cups. So very interesting energy, a lot of emotion here. This person's intuition is talking to them about how much emotion they're feeling in this connection. And it might even be that it's surprising to them that they're feeling this amount of emotion. They're really seeing you, and their intuition's telling them that like you're this really bright, uplifting, inspiring person to them. Someone who's very motivated, very attractive, almost contagious, I want to say. Like, I think that's why they're having that feeling of like, oh, I might miss an opportunity. Their intuition is kind of telling them you might miss an opportunity with this person. And the reason is you are absolutely magnetic and kind of that contagious energy. Your laughter may be contagious or something like that. So it's like this person's intuition is telling them, hey, you're going to miss your shot if you don't pursue this, or if you don't take the right steps toward this person. They're definitely seeing you or feeling like you're someone who would make them really happy with this paradise card. And for some of you, I feel like this card is referencing like a literal vacation that you either took with this person, or a vacation that they would like to take with you. This could mean that they've gotten like an intuitive message to find a way to get alone time with you, to have a little bit of an escape with you. For some of you, I feel like this person's intuition is telling them to come to visit you. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of where that vacation reference is coming from. They might be getting kind of an intuitive hit that they need to come and visit you. They need to travel to visit you. They need to make the effort. Interesting. Yeah. Let's take a look at this hometowns card, which is the Ten of Pentacles in traditional tarot, because this is really important, and it's the only card that came out in reverse for you. I feel like this could be someone who lives relatively close to you, or someone who grew up in the same town as you. So for some of you, I'm hearing that there might be travel to see each other, and for others of you, you might be in the actual like same town, or you might be relatively close to one another. But there still might need to be some sort of effort for this person to actually come to you. This card shows a door, like the front door of a house. So it might be that this person is intuitively feeling like they need to come to you. They need to pay you a visit. Like they should just stop by and knock on your door. Maybe they should show up at your place of work, or wherever it is that they know they will find you. I'm kind of getting that vibe, and it's like they're getting that intuitive hit. Their intuition is telling them to take some sort of action. Yeah. I'm trying to decipher this message because I'm sensing that there is distance between the two of you for some of you. And this person's intuition is literally saying like, hop on that plane or get in the car and go and see this person. And that's kind of, again, that repeated energy of movement, of motion towards you. And I feel like that's a repeated message no matter how this shows up in your scenario. It could be that this person wants to pick up the phone and call you, but I'm just feeling again that this energy of them wanting to reach out is really present here. And like something's telling them to do it, something's nagging them to do that. Maybe to send a text or something. Now, because this Ten of Rings card showed up in the reverse position, And this would be the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this person might be worried about the distance that's between you. They might think that this distance is a deal breaker. And this doesn't have to be a large physical distance, but this could be like some kind of barrier between the two of you. Almost think of this door as like acting as the barrier. They might know exactly where you are and it might be very easy for them to get to you, but it's like something's telling them that this might be a deal breaker, maybe something that's happened before, some part of their past, or something about your connection. They're thinking it might not work out, it might not line up, this really could be the end of it. It's like their intuition is telling them one thing and their worries are telling them another, because I really think that the reason this card showed up in the reverse position is because this is more about this person's conscious thoughts. And the rest of this energy that we're seeing is really about this intuitive knowing that they have, this feeling of you being the one, or you being the perfect choice, and this person that provides a lot of light and a lot of happiness in their life. But then we have this Ten of Pentacles that is, it's like the energy is a little bit off. They could doubt whether it will work between the two of you. Because you live so far away from each other, because something has transpired in the past, they might worry that it might not work. Yeah. You know what else is kind of coming through with this Ten of Rings card is that this could have to do with like your home life, either your home life or this person's home life, and it could be that both of you are in situations that might be a hindrance to this relationship. It could be that they're in another connection, or that you are, or that a previous relationship on either one of your sides could be impacting your connection in some way. Gosh, for some of you, I'm picking up on that their intuition is telling them, or like they have intuitively picked up on the fact that you are married, or that you are in a committed relationship. So this might not be something that you have shared with this person. It might not be, like, maybe you don't know them well enough to have even talked about your personal life, but it's like their intuition is telling them that you may already be taken, that they may have already missed their chance with you. That's just for some of you. This is also speaking to me about how this relationship might impact their family. So their intuition might be telling them that somehow your connection will impact their family. It feels like this person kind of worries that something won't line up between the two of you, either distance or life circumstances might get in the way in some way. And the way that these cards came out for you, it just feels like whatever worries or concerns this person has, like whatever conscious doubts they have about this relationship and how it will work, it's almost like the objections are the first thought that they have. You see how this card was your first card? It's like that's the objection that their conscious mind immediately throws up to kind of like tell them why this won't work. And then I feel almost like their mind reminds them of the challenges, or where the challenges might be. And then it's like, it's kind of followed up with this energy of the Knight of Cups and the Magician and the Sun energy, kind of representing all the reasons that they want it to work out, all the reasons that it could be beautiful, because their intuition tells them that they'd be happier with you than without you. So that's really interesting. For some of you, this could be because something has actually gone wrong in this connection. There could be a separation in this connection, or like maybe even a fight or something that kind of turned their world upside down, or turned their expectations of how this was going to turn out upside down. Even their past could have done this for them. So a failed relationship in the past, or something that's currently falling apart for them, could be kind of putting them in this place of not wanting to believe this, because honestly, this is like, it looks like it's too good to be true. But it just feels like their intuition keeps telling them, no, but this really is good, and kind of reminding them of all the reasons why they want you in their life. So let's open up this energy a little bit. I want to just see like what kind of clarity we can get about what we already have here, but we also might see more about this person in particular, and maybe not so much about what they're thinking about when it comes to you, but maybe what's going on for them. We'll see what comes out. What is this person's intuition telling them? So we have the Eight of Cups. More Cups energy. Again, this is highly emotional. I feel like this person feels emotional about this connection in some way, or something about this connection is impacting an emotional area of their life. Even if this isn't an emotional connection, we have the Moon. More emotion. Cancer energy there. And we had Leo energy with the Sun. I forgot to point that out. We have Virgo and Gemini energy with the producer card, Magician. Okay, so we have the Magician card come out again, this time in reverse. So really interesting. I actually feel like this person I actually feel like this person is showing up as the Magician in reverse, and they're seeing you as the Magician in the upright position. Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so we could be dealing with some kind of decision that this person's trying to make intuitively. Yeah, this is really interesting. I feel like this person feels like they might have to walk away from something in order to pursue this connection. This could also indicate that they are kind of getting some intuitive messages that they might miss out on this connection, that you might walk away from this if they don't act fast, or if they don't kind of like clean up whatever is going on here. We have the Moon energy here, so this could represent more of their fears, more of their worries, and I feel like their intuition is kind of working to almost bring their fears to the forefront in a way, because if they're worried about losing you, I feel like these intuitive hits about like, hey, you might miss your opportunity, or this person is great, this person is the one, this is the perfect person for whatever it is that they have in mind. It's like, I feel like that's kind of bringing their fears to the surface for them. And I'm also feeling like this person feels like they're out of control. They feel like you are in control, or like you have the answers, you have the solution to the problem. You're I think they just feel that you have it more figured out than they do. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, that you have things a little more figured out than they do, that you're in control of this situation, and something intuitively is telling them that they aren't, or that there's too many fears, there's too much beneath the surface for them to be able to sort through all of this. I'm also kind of feeling here that there's a bit of mystery, and I feel like this is showing up on both sides. So this Moon energy here, I feel like this is a little bit of mystery on their end, because sorting through these emotions is I'm feeling like it's foreign to this person. So sorting through these deeper emotions is a bit of a mystery to them, and I feel like their intuition is telling them that it's about time, that it's good for them to kind of dive deep into this emotional world, but it can be a little bit scary, and it does make them feel like they're out of control. But also, like, this person sees you as a little bit of a mystery, and it could be that you kind of showed up out of nowhere, or that you did turn their life upside down with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position. You might have turned their life upside down. Their intuition's kind of telling them that that happened for a reason, that things were shaken up by you for a reason. Yeah, I'm just sensing a lot of mystery here. I feel like they find you mysterious. They're not sure where you came from. They're not sure how you managed to kind of encompass everything that they had in mind. And they're not sure what to do with all of these emotions that they're feeling either. Really interesting. It's funny that the Moon came out, because of course the Moon talks about our intuition and kind of trusting it. So I feel like there's maybe a little bit of a battle going on between this, well, not really between, but inside of this person, because they're not sure if they should just walk away from this, if they should walk away from whatever previous commitments or relationships that they have. They're not really sure about what to do, but it's like intuitively they know that they should trust this gut feeling that they have. And that's sort of the repeated message here with your reading, is that they just kind of know intuitively that there's something here. That this is important, that this is valuable. Let's take a look at your tea leaf cards and see what else we have. So we have well. This card says family wishes come true. I'm more focused on the well. So first of all, let's address that. More water energy. We've got water all over this. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy all over this. A lot of emotion, a lot of deep emotion. You've triggered something in this person. You've triggered them to kind of like dive deeper. I was talking about diving deeper, now we're talking about a well. So you've triggered them to dive deeper into this emotion, and their intuition is telling them that that's the right choice for them. That even though it might be hard, it might be uncomfortable, it might bring up some issues that they tried to kind of bury and hold down, that this is valuable and it's important. We're also dealing with family here, and we were talking about that with the hometowns card. This person might have an intuitive hit to kind of like introduce you to their family. That could be the where this hometowns energy is. This person might want to take you to their hometown, introduce you to their parents, maybe introduce you to their children. They might have the intuitive knowing that that's the next step for you. Family wishes come true. This is a very positive card, very positive energy. So this might be that intuitively they see creating a family with you, or they see merging their family with you. Wishes come true. So something they've always wanted. Intuitively, they might be kind of knowing like, this is the person to give you everything that you've always wanted. This is the person you can share all those dreams with. This is the one, like we were talking about with Magician. We also have Tree, affairs with your family. So all this family energy, and yeah, that was making me think of like the family tree. This is interesting. You might have met this person through a family friend, or a family member introduced you or something, or this could be an emotional connection with a family member. If this isn't a romantic connection, this could be about a family member, maybe somebody who you've had a falling out with or something like that. But there's a lot of emotion here, and there's a lot of ties to family. You might have children, they might have children, or there might be some reason to merge your families, or maybe the opinions of your families are playing in here of a family member. And we have hat here. You will be playing a different role. Interesting. Interesting. This person could see you as someone who wears a lot of hats, someone who has a lot on your plate. I kind of pick up on that energy with the Magician or the producer, because this is somebody who's in control, somebody who has the final say and has a lot going on, a lot of things to manage. I'm really feeling like, in connection with all of this family energy and then this idea of playing a different role, this is like this person might kind of intuitively know that however your relationship has been going, has been progressing, is going to change in some way. They are going to be playing a different role in your life, or you're going to be playing a different role in theirs. So it could be that you've had one type of connection thus far, and now that's expanding into something different, something new. Let's grab you some oracle cards. So we have Shakti. This is card 5. Fives are of course representative of change. We have this hat card, and it's saying you will be playing a different role. So that right there is talking about change. This person might have some sort of intuitive knowing that your relationship is about to change, that it's about to deepen, that it needs to change. That could be it. Shakti energy is really the energy of creativity. It's a feminine energy. It's a very playful energy, which reminds me of this Sun card, the Paradise card that we had. So this is kind of like, this person feels really inspired by you, and I feel like that's their intuition kind of telling them like, hey, this inspiration is happening for a reason. Your card went absolutely flying. So let me dive for your next card. We had card 4, so 4 and a 5. This is about like, whenever I see numbers in sequence like that, it's like there might be some form of progression. They did actually come out in reverse, 5 and then 4, so this might be that their intuition tells them that they are taking a step back for some of you, that they need to move forward, but they have instead taken a step back. But this can also be about the steps that we take, like the steps that logical steps that we're taking, movement that we're making, and we were talking about that with like the Knight of Cups and stuff like that. Like, really taking those steps. But yeah, with this Shakti energy, it's a very inspiring energy. It's a very creative energy. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's kind of the energy of waking up and having a lot of fun, and I feel like that's what you bring to this person's life. Then on card 4, we have the heart chakra actually highlighted here, and we have intention. Yeah. I feel like with intention, we're talking about kind of doing things on purpose, doing things with the right intentions, doing things with a particular intention or purpose in mind. And that's that forward movement, again, that energy of taking some sort of action towards you. And I feel like in this case, it really is about changing your relationship in some way, changing the dynamic, maybe closing the gap between the two of you. And it's like their intuition is telling them to move with intention here, to keep their goal in mind, to move toward the sun, is kind of how it feels. All of your cards are falling on the floor. We had Let It Go come out for you. This is actually a card that focuses around the heart chakra energy, and we had the heart chakra energy come out with the intention card. Very interesting. This card is not about letting go of love, but it's about releasing anything that's been holding us back in the past so that we can invite in new love or new opportunities, just kind of letting go of what doesn't serve anymore. And I feel like this is such a repeated imagery here with this heart here and this heart on the Knight of Flutes card. There's a lot of emotion here, like I've been saying the entire time, but the imagery just keeps kind of showing up. And the idea that this heart-focused energy is like really prevalent in this reading. So yes, for a lot of you, this is a romantic connection. I feel like this person's intuition is telling them most of all to follow their heart. And it's like they're trying to consider all these different aspects of their life. Family may play into that a lot because we had a lot of references to family. But yeah, this is about kind of letting go of what's not working anymore so that they can open up their heart to something new. And that's where all this emotion is coming from. That's what their intuition is telling them, that this is it. Like, this is something to pursue. This is something worth healing the heart for. That's a lot, you guys. Yeah, this person's intuition is talking to them a lot on an emotional level. So yeah, yeah, even if this isn't romantic, somehow this is affecting this person on an emotional level. And if it does have to do with their family, I see why, because we can get emotional about our family. So if this is going to impact their family on any level, I can see how that emotion could play in, even if this isn't romantic. So yes, I'm going to leave it there for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you did enjoy this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I'll see you again in another reading really soon.